guys, Coop here. Let's make an e-cigarette lanyard, man. I've got a few people that's been asking for me to do this, so I figured what better day than Sunday when it's all nasty and rainy outside. So let's get started. Right now I'm just going to tell you what you're going to need, and then we'll switch over and show you how to make it. First off, the lanyard part that goes around your neck, 5 feet. Now you're probably wondering, I have a different color on here. Well, that's because when I finished it off, I want it to be 2 colors. You don't have to use it. You can use just one solid color if it makes it easier for you. I'm just using 2 colors. If you're using 2 colors, cut it 4 foot 6 inches, then add on 6 or 8 inches of your other color. But if you don't want it 2 color, you just want it 1 color, 5 feet. 5 feet for what goes around your neck. The actual snake knot, you need 5 feet. If you're making it 2 colors, you need 2.5 feet of each color. I'm just making it 1 color, so I just need 5 feet. And then you'll need about a 12-inch piece of scrap for your Celtic knot. Alright guys, now if you just hang on, I'll get set up and we'll make this puppy. Alright guys, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and take our 5 foot piece. Of course, we're going to, put it in half. And I'm going to come up, probably about that far and just tie a knot. Just a simple little knot, something to hold it so we can use our pins on our jig. As you can see, I've got the pins set up here. Just loop one over and adjust your slide to put some tension on it, just like that, just enough to hold it. And let's go ahead and start. Now here's our 4 foot piece of rope or cord, whatever you want to call it. Find the middle, and we just go ahead and begin. Now we're going to come in from behind. Take everything behind. Going to be just like making a regular snake knot, guys. We twist the first loop in on itself. Should look just like that. Take this cord that's coming out the left hand or the right hand side. Go down through the loop. Pull it through. Should look just like that. Now we hold all this, pull this around, go through the loop again. That's what you should look like right now. Now we just tighten her all up. There we go. Now we wrap her around one more time. Pull this side out a little bit. Shove her down through there. And lock her down tight. Now, this first knot is always a pain in the butt. But once you get doing it a few times, you'll get it down to where it won't be hardly any trouble at all. And there we go. There's what it should look like right now. Now we're going to take the left side. We're going to wrap over, come around the back side. We're going to pull this puppy out right here. Stick her down through. And before you pull it tight, pull your other one down tight first, then tighten it all. Alright. Now we're going to take the right side, we're going to come underneath everything, around, pull this side out, stick her on down in through the bottom of it. Tighten the left side, tighten the right side. Take left side, wrap her on around. Pull out a little bit on the left side. Stick your cord on through it. Tighten her down, tighten her down. She's starting to take shape a little bit, guys. And we just repeat the process back and forth. Right side, then left side. You'll bring the right side around underneath, around over the top, and you'll pull this first knot out right here on the right side, just enough to get it through. Just like that. Then you'll take the left side, you'll pull it back down tight, then you'll tighten down the right side. As you can see, she's slowly coming together. Now we're going to take the left side, we're going to wrap it over the top, around the back, and pull the first knot loose a little bit on the left side. Go through the hole. And before you tighten it down, pull the cord on the right side to tighten that side first, and then tighten your left side. See, she's starting to form. And we just repeat the process. I'm going to do this last knot with you guys, and I'm going to pause you till we get to the end. There you go. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, I make 14 knots. And I always count on the right side. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll make a 10 more, and when I get done, this side will have 14 loops on it. That's when I know I'm done. Alright guys, I'll pause you here and pick up here in just a few minutes. Okay guys, now that we're down at the end, we've got our 14 knots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, now that we're done, we just pull this puppy off like this. And we snip the ends. Try and snip them as close as you can. Now singeing these, just a minute guys, let me grab my lighter. Singeing these, you're going to have to be real careful so you don't burn this core. I singe them down just enough where I can lock it in there, and I'm done. I pull them to the side. Let's go ahead and singe this one. And that one's done. There. Now she's locked in there. She's not going to come loose. And now it should be able to slide up and down the lanyard. So now that we've got this part done, that's a pretty simple part. Now we're going to go ahead and finish the top off. I'm going to undo this loop, and I'm just going to take it right here, tie it a little higher up, because this now is going to go on my bottom pin. And then this is going to come up to my top. This is where we're going to use 2 pins on the top. Now you don't have to use pins to do this. You can do it in your hand if you want to. I just use pins because it's easier for me. I can get it more exact. And like I said before, you just tie your knot. This piece will go in here, and then these 2 pieces will be right down below the 2 pins. I pop in a second pin. Put my lanyard in. Go on each side. There you go. Now what we're going to do is just a basic Solomon bar. You know how to do Solomon bar: over, under, through the hole, just like that. And then make sure our burn is hidden up there in the top. And there you go. You just lace it down about however many you want. I usually do about 6. I use 2 colors on the top, just gives it a little extra color. You don't have to use 2 colors. But this is going to be the tab, the very back of the lanyard. This is what'll hang on the back of your neck. And we're going to put a Celtic button knot on here. Can I get one more? Yeah, we can get one more. And you guys know how to cut and singe those. Just cut them. Pull them off our pins. This is where Jim didn't listen to his own advice. When you're using the pins that come with my jigs, make sure and put them down below that head, or you're going to have a little bit of a hard time getting them out of there, guys. I didn't make this very tight, so I can get them out of there. Once they're out of there, just grab each side, pull down. It'll pull your knot all nice and tight. This one over here is the side that's got the burn in it, so that's the one that's going to be a little bit hard. But anyway, that's how you do it. Did I get you, Pete? And then, like I said, we cut. I lost the knot there trying to get my pins out. And then we just singe it. Just enough to lock it in there. And that part's done. Now let's work on to the Celtic button knot part of it. This is the Celtic button knot that I'm going to use for the slide, so you can adjust your man, this thing needs to stay on my chair. Having a heck of a time tonight, guys. Alright, Celtic button knot. You guys have probably seen this in my other videos. Take your string. I usually hold it down here on the end. Curl it over one. Just like that. Curl it over two. Should be like a pretzel. You'll take this side. You'll go down. Through the middle. Up the other side. Out that side. Should look just like that, guys. Now you'll bring her on around. This loop here, you'll go down through this loop, up through the middle. And that's your knot. Now don't tighten it down yet, because we got to get it inside the lanyard. We put the lanyard through, now we can start tightening everything. Now this is what's going to take you a few minutes. Just take your time, work your knot. It'll come out just fine. Once you get your knot all worked, you take your scissors that I've dropped on the floor again. Again, you want to cut it as close as you can on both sides. We take your lighter. And this is a tricky part because you do not want to burn and singe that core. That one's done. And that one's done. There you go, guys. We take the knot out of it. And there you go. You have one e-cigarette lanyard. Now you can put a bead on the end of here, and this loop is what will lock down onto your e-cigarette. You'll put your e-cigarette through there, you'll tighten this down, you're good to go. I usually put a wooden bead on here. I just take a piece of gutted, one of the strands out of a piece of paracord. I'll loop it through here, put it through my bead, pull it right through, and you're good to go. Alright guys, you want to put your comments and questions down below. I'll be more than happy to answer anything you post. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me. You guys all know we've got the Facebook page, we've got the Twitter page, the Google Plus, and the Pinterest, all down below. Go over and hook up with us on one of them, guys. Follow us on all those, or follow us on a few of them. It's all up to you. If you don't like what you see, don't follow us on any of them. With all that being said, my friends, old Coop's pretty much going to say, Coop out.